It is another amazing moment that we've been privileged and honored to host our very own Seth Ochieng Kanga, who is the current Market Milimani Ward MCA. And of course, we wonder why sometimes people call him Adui Nyang. Imagine combining the two names, crocodile itself. He will tell us why and, of course, give us details of his ward, Market Milimani, what he has done for the people, why he thinks he needs to be re-elected, and the gaps which he feels are still there. So, welcome to our channel, Honorable.
Thank you, Daisy. First of all, I want to thank you for hosting me into your program.
Thank you so much for even honoring to come.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Adui Nyang. These people call you Adui, but can you give us a brief history of where it started? Like before MCA, what were you or what were you doing?
Thank you, Daisy. I have a very long history
Oh, okay.
since my school days in primary school and in high school.
Oh.
So it's a long history. If I will narrate it, we'll take the whole day. But
Okay.
briefly, I want to tell you about where the name Adui Nyang came from.
Okay.
Adui Nyang is a script which came from when I was in high school, at the same time at the bus park.
Okay.
But basically, it was strong. It came to be when I was at the bus park
Okay.
doing matatu business, or I was a tout, you may call it. Some people call me Manamba, some people call me a
Conductor.
tout, some people call me a conductor, some people call me many names. But at the bus park, during those days, the transport sector was very chaotic.
Okay.
And when the Minister of Transport, by then, Mr. John Michuki, took over, he brought a raft of changes in the matatu sector. And some of us concurred with his ideologies of changing the matatu sector.
Okay.
So many people, we were saying that those who were against Michuki were Adui of the matatu sector.
Okay.
So that's how the acronym Adui Nyang came out.
Okay.
So many people called me because they were saying that you are an enemy of progress in the matatu sector.
Okay.
So many people were calling me Adui
Adui
Nyang,
Nyang.
the enemy
Oh.
crocodile. I was the enemy of those who were those people who were anti-Michuki rules.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So tell me, you were a conductor. Did you remain there at some point? You rose the level. Did you become a driver at some point?
No, I've never been a driver. First of all, in the initial stages of my life after competing high school at Kisumu Day, I worked in the former municipal council as a meter reader.
Okay.
But while I was a meter reader, the earnings which you were getting from the municipal council they were meager salaries. So I had to do some supplementary job.
Okay.
That is at the bus park.
Okay.
But later, I found that I could not sustain the work of working in the municipal council as a meter reader, at the same time working as a matatu tout, you may name it the way it
Fleet
sounds
manager.
nice for me. I was also a fleet manager for the Nyaugenya bus services.
Okay.
And I resigned basically from the former municipal council. And now I embarked fully in the matatu sector.
Okay.
That's where I am still at the moment, although the people of Market Milimani Ward elected me to serve them as their representative in the Kisumu County Assembly.
Okay. And so far, Mheshimiwa, do you feel like Market Milimani Ward residents and voters really felt and are satisfied with the work you're doing? How would you rate yourself?
I may not say so, because no poll opinion has ever been done in Market Milimani Ward to ascertain whether I have performed to the level of where the electorate are satisfied with my performance. But I would say that, according to me, I have performed in various sectors of economy, or in the social aspect of it, in the health, education sector. I have performed to some level.
Okay, because you would be able to know if you're performing from how you interact with the people, the feedback they give you. I think even without the poll, maybe.
The feedback they give me, they are satisfied. Although some people have reservations.
Okay.
Because when the governor, the good Professor Nyang Nyungu took over, he did a lot of transformation at the
Okay.
initial stages.
Okay.
And some people were complaining, oh, the professor is relocating us, the professor is demolishing our properties, our kiosks. We have not been given alternative spaces. We have not been adequately briefed on what is happening. But we sat down with the traders. And at the moment, we have the county government of Kisumu, through consultative leadership between me as the people's representative and the county government, through the city management, it was initially led by Madam Doris Ombara, but currently we have a new city manager who has been there for 1 year. That's Mr. Balawanga. We have done markets. The county government of Kisumu has done markets.
Okay.
That's one Chichwa, which is accommodating approximately 500 traders.
Okay.
We have also Chichwa Open Air, which also accommodating 200. That's 700. And again, late last year, we did a market at near Social Center at Maendeleo Park.
Oh, Maendeleo.
Yeah, which is also accommodating through the public-private partnership, because it was the county government together with the traders, which is also accommodating almost 450 traders. You remember the Kenya National Highway Authority did a notice to the county government of Kisumu relocating the traders at Kakamega Road. That is Viatu Mitumba traders. We relocated them together with the county government or the city management at KCity. At that place, we are also almost accommodating 250 traders there permanently with the structures which they can lock their wares in while they close in the evenings. And we are also doing the lower Ojinokeo. That is what we are doing right now. And the county government also did a notice on Friday that they will be doing a verification of traders tomorrow on Monday at Guanun Institute. In my view, those are the achievements I have done in the informal sector while I've been serving for the last 4.5 years.
Okay, I agree with you. But do you think are all traders settled?
No, all the traders have not been settled because initially the national government or Kenya Railways, in partnership with the county government of Kisumu, signed a contract whereby the national government, through the Ministry of Housing, was supposed to do a market which is called Uhuru Business Market, which is now almost 100% complete.
Okay.
The problem we've had with the Uhuru Business Market is the issue of relocation. The logistics of relocation has not been done very well. You remember, Daisy, when this relocation business was starting, the traders were supposed to give way for the refurbishment of the port, that is opening the lake transport, whereby now we have a fully fledged port to serve the eastern central part of Africa.
Okay.
That is Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, and even DRC, because you remember DRC joined East Africa just recently. And now the port is functioning, and we even have a shipbuilding yard at the port. So these people left that area for the port building.
Okay.
And people were blaming the governor, that the governor is championing the demolition of the warehouse which were at the Luangni, Akamba area. You can name them. But now we were surprised when the national government was undertaking the relocation of traders. They ignored or they left behind the county government. That's why I think the city manager went to court to stop the relocation.
Okay.
But I believe right now the county government and the national government are in consultation to make sure that all traders who are displaced during the transformation of the city or the port will be finally relocated at the Uhuru Business Park. All the traders who are not now settled in those areas I've mentioned are finally settled at the Uhuru Business Park.
Okay. Well, viewers, you'd wonder why we are delving so much on trade issues. But remember, Market Milimani Ward is right at the heart center of Kisumu County, and this is where all our business lies. And of course, he has a responsibility to play on that. Now beats the question, Mheshimiwa. Do you feel that it is not yet Uhuru, yet you call it Uhuru Market? When do you think this will be open and everything will be settled down?
You know, they see the county government and the national government have some logistic issues whereby the relocation was being undertaken without taking the county government into consideration. As a member of the county assembly representing this ward, that is Market Milimani ward, and you know that Uru business market is not in my ward.
Oh,
It is in
really?
railway ward.
Oh, it's like on
Yeah,
railways ward, huh?
represented by
Okay.
my friend Pastor
Dr.
David Arau.
Orao.
But we will
Oh.
start with Arau, and we have agreed that a concerted effort should be undertaken by the county government and the national government. And you know,
Okay.
they see when these two levels of government are fighting or are tussling or they are not agreeing on a common principle on how to settle the traders. It's the traders who are suffering. So, as a member of county assembly representing, I urge, because the constitution gives us the element of interdependence, where the two levels of government depends on each other. They don't work in isolation.
Okay.
So that's why I'm asking the national government, together with the county government, to sit down so that these traders are settled to the finality
As soon as possible.
as soon as possible.
Yes, I agree with you 100%. Tell me something about voter registration. Do you feel our county people are taking this issue seriously as of the moment?
On Monday this week, we had a high-level consultative meeting, which was chaired by the county commissioner. The governor was supposed to there, but the governor was represented by the speaker, because the governor was away, the deputy governor was away too. And we had a host of members of parliament. That is the host member of parliament, Fred Ouda, was there. Aspirants were there. MP for Moroni was there. MP for Kisumu West was there. And MP for Kisumu East was there too. And the county commissioner highlighted the challenges. And with the people discussed those challenges robustly. And finally, we agreed that each and every ward should have 60 volunteers.
Okay.
For the case of Kisumu Central constituency, the party official or the party delegates in each and every ward, that is the 6th ward, were turned into mobilizers or volunteers to move into each and every polling station or into each and every place where kids were placed, to ensure that those who have not registered in colleges, in high schools, because we have statistics of high schools where we have students who are registered as with IDs, but they have not registered as voters. So, but by yesterday, as Kisumu Central, we were not performing very well. So today and yesterday, we have been embarking on a door-to-door campaign. We are discouraging our members from using caravans, although we encourage door-to-door, where volunteers walk from house to house, market to market, mall to mall, office to office, school to school, middle-level colleges like this tertiary institution like in case of my ward, we have Rotary, where we talked with the manager of Rotary. We have almost 69 students in that institution who have not registered. But we agreed that like on Monday, we are going to take a kit into that school so that those who have not registered are registered.
Registering takes a minute. I think it takes less than 5 minutes. What is really the issue? Why do you think people really don't want to take votes? Is it because they feel like there's no fairness in election or something like that?
You know, there are many reasons why people are not taking votes. Some people are saying that the government is not providing employment for them, or the government is not providing a conducive environment for doing even business. Some people are saying they don't know what they don't see what the government is doing for them. Some people are just saying that they don't want the leaders whom they have voted into office. But I was telling some guys that the power to remove the leader whom you don't want or you think is not performing as per your expectation, the power is the vote. You can use that vote to elect whoever you want, or anybody whom you feel will perform to your expectation.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then again,
and another one, Daisy, a lot of advocacy is not done. Or we are talking that in workshops or in halls, in seminars, but we don't actualize it
we
on the
don't go
ground.
down to the
We
ground.
just talk, like the county commissioner was saying yesterday, that we should not talk just in halls. We should walk the talk. That's why we are walking door to door, market to market, as leaders. You know, when when the people, the voters, see or they see the leaders are out to champion or to advocate for voterism, I think they will see it as a serious issue. And by going by that direction,
So
I
you're
think
calling
we'll
out for
achieve,
your peers, your fellow leaders to come out and
not
talk to
my
the
fellow
people.
leaders alone, even
Even
aspirants
aspirants,
who are
yes.
contesting against us.
Okay.
They should work out. But and by this time, Daisy, we should put aside our political aspirations at the moment for these 3 weeks, so that we ensure, because in Market Milimani we have 32,000 voters. The MCA will be eventually elected by the 32,000. But what about the presidents? You were seeing the statistics in our national televisions when they were talking about poll opinions. Poll opinions at the national level talks about the power of the votes in each and every region.
I agree with you.
So in Nyanza, that's the home turf of our Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Milimani. I urge all the leaders to come out. Let's set aside our political difference. Go out, use those resources we have for these three weeks, so that we ensure that each and everyone who is not registered get registered.
Sure. About the youths who are coming up so many to ask for political seats, what's your thought about them?
I encourage them. You know, during the days when we were young, my father used to be a councillor in the former municipal council. Politics.
So you are a dynasty.
No, I'm not a dynasty. You know, my father was a councillor in the peri-urban part of it. That is Kolwa Central. But I've made myself in Market Milimani ward.
Okay.
If I were a dynasty, I could have gone for my father's seat in Kolwa Central. But I've decided to make myself in Market Milimani. Through the people, not by myself, but to the people.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
So it was nice catching up with you. I don't know, I give you a minute or two, you talk to your voters, ask them for your votes for the coming
And
election.
I want to talk about something in the education center,
Oh,
in
sure.
the education sector.
Yeah.
You know, the basics of education starts in the early childhood
ECD.
department. You know, and ECD is a devolved function. At the initial stages, people believed that the schools in town had got good infrastructure.
Yeah, sure.
And like you days, you went to these private schools we have in town. You have a clear testimony of what is happening in those institutions. The buildings are dilapidated. The washrooms are not in good condition. And I, as the MC of Market Milimani Ward, if you walk at the ECD centers in this ward right now, almost 13 of them in our 13 primary schools, we have refurbished them, we have built new ones, we have refurbished the toilets, renovated the ECD blocks to a certain level that where you walk into those ECDs, you will be satisfied that your daughter or your son is safe into that institution.
Speaking of which, is there any CSR activity you've done for the community?
Yeah, the corporate social responsibility, I've been doing some talent.
Oh.
I've been promoting talent through my friend Mike Munyendo.
Okay.
Mike Munyendo is also, you may call him a tout, but me, I'll call him a transport consultant at the bus park with the Eldoret Express. He has academy at the railway grounds, that is Nyalenda Railways, for the 9-year-olds, for the 12 years old, for the 14 years, up to 17 years. I've been promoting that academy where I've been issuing the kids boots, training materials like bibs, you can name them, for the academy. In each and every financial year. Amazing. For the boxing guys at the social center, I've been giving the boxing equipment. The taekwondo, have been promoting them. And you can go by the records at the Kisumu County government in the sports department. We have been doing well and we have been trying. And I think in the sports sector, they are satisfied with my performance. If not,
Okay, that's amazing to hear. Call out for votes from your market.
yeah. First of all, I want to urge the people of Market Milimani Ward to register those who have not registered. At the same time, to get out and vote in the 9th of August, not to me per se, but to our Right Honorable Prime Minister. But I urge them also to support my candidature because, to my expectations, I have performed in various sectors. You can look at Market Milimani Ward. Market Milimani Ward is basically Europe, where people are talking. A lot of transformation has been undertaken in Market Milimani Ward. Non-motorized transport, you can see street lighting, you can see. And in the drainage sector, in the previous years, people used to complain a lot about the drainage. We have appropriated enough money to improve the drainage. Even in garbage collection, we have really tried. So I, the people of Market Milimani Ward, to vote for me for another second term so that I continue with the good work I've been doing together with the good professor, Professor Peter Nyang. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks, Mheshimiwa. Here we must talk something about peace and election before, during, and after. About our county has been known for very funny things, and so as Authentic Europe, we are soldiers of peace, and therefore we ask you, because your people will listen to you, tell them something about maintaining peace.
Yeah, this, it's a constitutional requirement that after every 5 years, we go to election from presidential, gubernatorial, senate, member of parliament, women county MP, that's women rep, and finally members of the county assembly. It's a constitutional requirement. But I urge those who are contesting in various positions, especially women, to continue fighting for their space, and the youth too to continue fighting for their space in the management of resources, in the counties, and at the national level. And I urge them to continue campaigning in peace, especially those who are contesting against me. We have youths, we have middle-aged person, those who are in their middle 40s like I. We have women in Market Milimani. We have people with disability also right now coming to contest in Market Milimani Ward. That one means that I have created an environment whereby people can come and compete freely while airing or championing their policies for the people of Market Milimani, so that the people may be able to choose from the aspirants who are contesting in ODM, especially because I want to talk about ODM because I'm the chairman of ODM in Kisumu Central, and I encourage especially women and youth to come out so that they contest in various elective positions.
That was the chairman for ODM Kisumu.
Kisumu Central.
Kisumu Central, and of course the current Market Milimani Ward leader. Now, he has talked about peace, he has asked for your vote, he's talked about what he has done. And so we continue to invite everyone, incumbents, aspirants, to our channel so that they can sell their policies and see what best the people will decide. Meanwhile, we continue to talk about peace and tranquility during this period because that remains our main agenda. Your favorite host, Daisy Otuoma, for Authentic Europe channel.